All right, stream is starting. Give me 1 second and we will get things going here. Okay, check on that. And one more thing I got to do here. Okay, I think I've done all the things. Let's get into the game. Get the chat up. Get my notes up. Things I'd like to do. Turn that off. Turn that on. All right. And I think we're good to go. We'll get some people joining soon. This is an unannounced stream, so I'm going to play a little bit more of my latest obsession of the week. No Man's Sky. It's a drug, man. It is definitely a one more turn kind of thing, even though it's not turn-based. What's up, Ladybugs? How are you? Ladybugs, you too? So welcome. Welcome. I can always count on you. So let's go in here. I just always like to peek in here, see who's playing. We got Albinockers and James. James is doing big things already. He's already got his buggy and everything. Albinockers, you should check out his YouTube channel. He's been streaming some of it, and he has an amazing farm. His capital ship is just full of so many hydroponic trays. It is amazing, and he's making millions of units every hour. Millions and millions. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Thank you for joining me again today. Let's have some fun. So I'm not going to crash their streams right now. I'm certainly not going to do a random game. I have had a few randoms show up in my game so far. Oh, and there's Toves. What's up, Toves? Let's start our own game. So we've got 47 hours. 47 hours. That's ridiculous. Oh, it looks like Malkuth is joining too. Right on. Let's get into No Man's Sky. So I've got a list of things I want to get into today, and we'll see how many of them we actually get accomplished. That seems to be kind of the way to do it with No Man's Sky, is you have a whole number of things that you're working on, and you kind of hop around, see what you can get done, and often get sidetracked into other missions and quests and things like that. You know, it's just layers upon layers of things to do. Return to the scientists. So yeah, I've been tasked by my hired help, the scientist and the manager and the weapons guy, the weapons Viking, and they're making me work even though they're supposed to be working for me. They just sit at their desk all day and they say, oh, by the way, can you like travel across the universe and get all these things for us and do these things? So I've been doing it. Oh, interesting little effect. It looks like we got some clouds getting into our capital ship here. Real quick before we leave the capital ship where I signed off, let's see what we have going as far as freighter missions. I think I sent them out and they probably have just come back and are waiting to be debriefed. 1 second, I'm gonna mute out for one. Okay, let's see. I forget where I'm at, if I brought them back or debriefed them or what. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mission's over. Let's debrief. And I think they both made it back unscathed. So, yeah, they covered 2,520 light years. And when you do a freighter mission from your capital ship, they give you this really interesting log of all this stuff that happened. You know, so you can get this whole little story. Here they assisted Viking authorities, and they deployed industrial cleanup crew to nuclear accident, removed contamination, processed radioactive soil into commercial batteries. So they got some superoxide crystals. Here they made us 33,000 units. They got a share of a diplo farming business. They deployed a mining crew to a planet and got 7,600 tons of valuable ore. So we got activated cadmium, whatever that is. Here we got activated indium. We got activated emerald. So we're getting all these exotic materials. We made another profit here of 36,000 units. And I've noticed when you logged in here, it's already added the units. You can see I'm getting quite up there now. We've got 12 million units, which still is nothing for some things. But hey, for first time in really diving into this game, that's not bad. And we've got 3,255 nanite clusters. So profits, granting. So we located row after row of unlabeled barrels. We intercepted, I guess, some suspect smuggler activity and confiscated the barrels. All these things we did. Oh my god. Pumped metal-rich liquid from sinkhole. Magno gold. And then we got a re-latticed arc crystal. No asteroids found. Returned home. Awaiting debrief. So, yeah, they were very industrious. So we can end the expedition. We got 69,000 units out of it. We got all this crazy stuff. So we can look in here, see what we got. So the freighter is now full of all stuff. Some of this was from the previous mission. But now we have some activated indium, refined metal, stellar metal, blue. And some of these got from before, like I said, the carbon crystal, the geodesite, the iridesite, rare metal element, superoxide crystals, and then grantine, magno gold, activated emerald, and activated cadmium. So a lot of this stuff I really have no idea what to do with yet. What we do with relatticed arc crystal. Generally, when these things are all white, we can just sell them, and that's worth 100,000 units. So yeah, I guess we should just sell that. So let's put that into my exosuit. The rest of this stuff is just going to take up space on our freighter inventory. Our beautiful blue and black freighter. So nice. So, okay, we got that. And I guess we'll send them on another mission, even though when they come back, I don't know where I'll put everything. But let's keep them going. Keep the profits coming. Can always wait to debrief them until we make some space. New expedition routes, absolutely. So let's view them. So profits are related to difficulty, I suppose. Also, we need to choose what they're good at. I've got one who's industrial and one who's good at trading. This one is a mission of peace. Difficulty of rating of 1. This one's balanced. 4 hours, 2 hours. This one might get done in the time that we're streaming. This one definitely will. This one would too. Gem extraction. I like the sound of that. Let's do that. Okay, and we'll assign both of them to it. I don't understand these things right here, what they mean. And this one's been going this way. This was red right there, and now there's nothing there. Are they going that way and this is full, or this is full? Is that the progress to a promotion for them? I'm not sure. Oh, this one's gone up. This was a C class before, and now it's an A class. So I guess it made it up in the ranks, hey? So that probably something to do with that. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's send them on their way. So we have fuel already for them. So let's launch the expedition, and they're going to go off and do their thing. Okay, so we got that in motion. Oh, and something I should show you here on the freighter. I was experimenting to see how far I can build back, what the space is that I have available for me. So this here, I've just been placing down, large rooms, large freighter rooms, that's clearing out just a space that way. I can't build into here, apparently. One thing I have found, and I've cleared them all off over here, I think. If you go into Z, hit control, Yeah, like this is a hallway. I could actually delete this, but then I wouldn't be able to walk through it. So I've been leaving that, but what I have noticed is that some of these things on the walls here I can actually delete and get some silver and gold for. They're just like decorative. I don't know what they do. So we can delete that one. Hey, what's up, Toves? I just saw you join the game. I'm not sure if you joined my game or your game or what, but I saw you started playing. So we're going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. Hopefully those weren't like our life support or something like that. But that just gave me a little bit more materials. And then coming through over here, so I was able to build back till this far. And then it wouldn't let me do it anymore. So if we choose that, see, this is the large freighter room. I can't go any farther back. So then I say, okay, how far can I go this way? And so I got this far, and then I ran out of materials. And apparently I'm still missing components, so I didn't get enough silver deleting those things. But I'm interested to see how big of a space I can clear out here. And just seeing what the perimeter of it is. And so I kind of starting to understand how this works here. Just by the fact that it would have let me delete. So get out of that. Whoop, get back into that. It would have let me delete any of these passages here. Except maybe this one. So I'm not allowed to delete the one to actually get to there. But I could delete my whole pathway down to the cargo room. So basically, when this nothing is built here, it would just be one passage and then walls on either side that represent unused space. And it starts you out with a certain amount of built space, which are these passages and the decorations. But it looks like you can carve out a whole bunch more. So that's pretty interesting to see how far we can go back. I'm curious, actually. Let's see if we can count. Well, you don't need to count how far we went back this way. I want to see if this is actually going to line up with the cargo area at some point. So there's that big room. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we could just count these things on the wall. 7, 8, 9. We've built back 9 so far. I think you can delete all the corridors entirely, so it ends up like a massive room, like you have at the back of the... Well, I think it works differently. Like you build the negative space you have to build. So if I deleted the corridors, I would just have all walls, positive space, like right here, for instance. I could delete that. Oh, I can't. I'm full. And then I wouldn't be able to walk back there. So I think you start out with blocked off by walls and you build by creating the negative space. This negative space is the build. And this is kind of just like a boundary to what you've built. And so if we went back 9 that way, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be like 5, 6 maybe? 7, 8, 9. So theoretically, we've built back to about there. If I had the silver, we could go through that way and see if we could meet up with that corridor. But yeah, Albanakers, I think, has filled this space in for the most part. And I haven't even really looked to see if I can go further back this way too. So it takes quite a bit of silver to figure out how much space you can have, but my goal is to get enough silver to just make as much empty space as possible, so that yep, you add the empty space, right? So that we just get a giant empty space up here, and then we're gonna fill it all full of hydroponic trays. And oh, I was also able to delete the junk in here, all of the the decorative items, but I saved these two because they have some Atlas Pass stuff in them. I don't have an Atlas Pass yet. That could be something we work on as well. Anyway, that's a little update up here. I need a lot more silver. So let's go up here. Oh, and also I put in a second fleet command room here. So if we do recruit some more frigates, we can have another command room to have 2 missions going on at once. I also thought this is a pretty decent place for a command room because you have to have this. So this kind of completes it and creates some symmetry, sort of. Anyway, let's go down here. And let's get back to the planet. I've got a few missions, by the way, running out of here. Oh, and actually, let's look in here real quick. I read this thing that there's a warp drive on the freighter. And I've heard that if you keep it supplied with warp fuel, you don't have to have warp fuel in your individual ships. So let's see if I have some warp stuff or if I can make some. I'm full. So I've got 10 storage containers back at the base, but they're getting quite full. They stack up to 1,000, so this says 396, which means that I filled up all the other slots available to me, and I have one slot with 604 carbon in it that I can add to. So yeah, a lot of stuff indeed. Let's see, let's put can't fit any more phosphorus in there. I could fit 23 more sodium. Send that over. Okay, and what else? Can I send any ferrite dust over? And send some pure ferrite over. So I'll show you what I've done over there when we get back. But yeah, I'm already filling it up. These I just need to use real quick on the planet. And this I need to save up to 10. I'll show you why. I've got extra navigation data on me. Maybe I'll put these on my starship. I've been collecting those. I found some it's the thumbnail actually for this episode. I found some of these, the little red cubes that gives you the navigation data. So I got a lot of that. That will come in useful for finding salvage ships. I've only found one more salvage ship since the one that Raleigh got, and it was okay, but it was ugly and not that great, and I didn't invest in it. But I could have invested in it and just used it as a swap. Whatever. Oh, wondering how much you can go up and down. Right, you can put floors above and below too, apparently. So quite a bit of exploitable space on the freighter, and if you make it into an income source as full of crops, basically, it could just be a massive flying farm that you can make money in every system you go to with it. Anyway, talk. So what I was going to do was make I'm going to make some warp cells, so we have to make some antimatter. And I wonder how many can we make. Can we make another one? Yep. And before we make too many, let's see if we can make the housing. Yep. What do these use anyway? It's not even telling me exactly. Let's see. Let's do 5. If we can do that. Yeah, now we should be able to make 5 of the warp cells. Okay, so now let's go into here. And that didn't fuel the freighter. Oh, I know where the freighter fuel is. Get me out of here. M. It's actually tab. It's been a couple days since I played, so gotta get the hang of it again. Over here in the freighter, there's a technology slot. And yeah, here is the warp drive. So we're going to charge it up with all the warp cells. Did that take all of them? No, it only took 1. So you only can put 1 in there? Why? That doesn't make sense. So I don't get to fuel that up big time. Interesting. Alright, well, we can put one more in our starship. And I guess I'll put the other ones over on the freighter for now. So let's send those over. Huh. Alright. Well, let's head on down to the planet and report to our NPC bosses who are telling us what to do. Alright. So where's home? Well, I can make beacons now too. I don't think I showed you guys that, but that's a beacon. And that's a beacon. There's my base. And this one I put down, it's actually next to Cool Nerd's base. It's on that plateau. But that is, there's an intergalactic hub there. So we can buy and sell things there. And then we want to go right there. Okay. Can't pulse. We will just fly. So hey, everybody else in the stream, how you all doing today? Thank you for coming down and joining me. Okay. We get a nice little save there. You can see this is the beacon, and it's the source of that little purple star. I don't know if it's purple because this is purple, or if they're always purple. It's not really important. But last time I left you, I had just placed this one down. I think we placed this one down too, because we had just unlocked going from one of these to 10 of these. The NPCs are in there. We'll go address them in a minute. But then the other 8 I can build, I placed over here, and it looks like some of my terrain has built itself back, annoyingly. So we'll have to go into building mode and delete that, and we'll put it back. We want just that, and we want to make sure, see, hold that, and well, first actually we have to rotate it, and then we want to make sure that it's purple. I guess that's just what it does. Okay, no, it did clear out some. Hopefully my whole base isn't full of terrain again. No, it's not. That's good. The terrain does come back sometimes. And I have heard, I don't know this, but if you go in here and upload your base, that it actually can save the terrain edits. I don't know that as for a fact. The other thing I've read is that the game right now itself can only save 5,000 terrain edits total. So if you if you're at that limit and you go to another planet and you do some more mining with the terrain manipulator, and these guys were low enough down in the stack, they will actually get deleted. So that's something they have to work on. And I'm sure it will be fixed in an upcoming patch soon enough. Anyway, so I've got all this storage now, although you can see I've already filled it up. So we can take a quick glance at all the things I have real quick, which I need to remind myself anyway, because we're going to be needing some of this stuff. Just to let you know, your beacons do not show up when you're not there. Oh, very good to know. Anyway, I need to just go through these real quick, remind myself of the stuff I have, because I'm going to need to be accessing some of this throughout the course of the episode. So this is the first one: copper and microprocessors, chromatic metal, oxygen, cobalt. And then coming over here, this is the second one. And you can send the stuff to these from wherever you are in the universe, and they will fill these slots in order from starting from 0, the 0 one. So 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9. And they will just fill slots as they're available. And some of these you can see I haven't used that efficiently, right? Because like this is just taking 1 slot, even though this can fit 1,000 of a material. So at some point I may have to decide some of the stuff that has to go. We're going to need one of these today. So let's send that over. But I only need one of them. The scientist was having an existential crisis. And so we had to help him out. So we're going to separate that stack and then put one of those back like that. All right, so frost crystals, I went and got some more of those, used those to make the glass, so I can make some more glass now. And then over here we can see my booty. Look at my booty. So heat capacitor, bolt caster module, which I can't install in my current multi-tool. So I desperately need, I still have the second multi-tool I have is like 6 slots or something ridiculous. So I desperately need to upgrade my multi-tool so I can upgrade a lot of my weapons and tools and stuff. Some marrow bulbs, which I think we're going to use for making stuff. We'll get to that. I've got a whole chart of materials and what you can make with them that we'll pull up on the screen in a little bit. But star bulbs, and then what's in here? Residual goop. I could probably throw the rest of this out, but this builds up when you go to some of the buildings, the little contaminated buildings, and that actually can be refined into silver. So, and we got another one of these S grade bolt caster modules there. And then, oh, some uranium. We're actually going to need uranium for some stuff I want to do. So I'm going to grab that, and we're going to need to figure out how to get more. Gamma root. A lot of these things are crops we're going to be able to grow pretty soon. At least I'm working on it. I'm hoping we'll get there today. A whole bunch of phosphorus. Using that slot for 1 microprocessor right now. And then coming back here, there's actually something I'm also trying to find that we're going to need in a second. So this is also not very efficiently used, but these are these are all different trading things. We can trade with NPCs on these space stations. That I have no idea what it's good for, although it goes for a pretty good price, not too good. Destabilized sodium. Oh, we have another one of these convergence cubes. So we can actually send that over and then make a space mordite, a little bit of deuterium. These apparently refine into like 150 cobalt or magnetized cobalt each, which is pretty good. So let's separate that out, and then we'll send, oop, I meant to send that. Oh, Anomalies in the game. All right. We're going to send that to the storage container inventory, and we'll stack with that other one way back in the number 1 storage cube. And then give me just a second. I'm going to go to the Discord and get into the No Man's Sky voice. I see Anomalies in there. Ha ha ha. And yeah, so maybe we'll end up chatting with him at some point. And then, oh yeah, this is what I was looking for, the selenium. So the manager sent me on a mission for this, and I was going all over the universe looking for this stuff. I finally found it, and ooh, that's a lot. I doubt we're gonna need that much. So let's put some of these back, but we can always, I always try to be efficient. Yep. That's not efficient. And just stack it this way. So it'll go back in the first available slot in the storage. And in here, some more stuff. Rusted metal, cactus flesh, radon, lots of copper. The rusted metal, what I do with it is I go back here, and you can turn that into ferrite dust. That's from opening those green containers. So if I go down in here and find my rusted metal, and then I got to give it some copper or carbon, turn that into ferrite dust. I've got some in here I've already made. That's been my main source of ferrite dust actually lately. is been getting it that way. So let's find the rest of those. Boom. And let's charge you up. Boom. Oh, I forgot to turn you on. There we go. Let me in. And put that last stack of rusted metal right there. Alright, so if we need ferrite dust, that's where it will be. Nothing in there. Okay. So these guys all wanted things, and let's see how far that gets us. So first, to the manager who sent me getting the selenium, and I had to find a scorched planet for that. So now I have that in my discoveries. That was over here. This is my first set of systems. These two, which were actually quite good. Yak had, oh god, trying to remember all the things it had. It had a bunch of amazing stuff. Both of them had some mineable resources and things I hadn't seen elsewhere. This was a prosperous economy. So these were actually the first planets I found things like the, not gravitino balls, but like those navigation data cubes and stuff like that. I wrote down somewhere where what these guys had. I thought I changed the name of the planet to have the resources that are in it on it, but apparently that didn't save. There's some bug going on where uploading the discoveries and renaming them is not taking hold right now, and that's Hello Games is bad at the moment, but I'm sure they're fixing it. They just probably have a lot of people playing right now, which is good for them. Anyway, and so we'll have to go into this right now, but at the moment we want to get into the right thing. Oh wow, we were just in there. I didn't see anything. We want to get into that one. Return to the Overseer. And there you are. With now you have a hexagon above your head. Base computer online. Archives available. Okay, we will check that out. It's good to see you, friend. I trust the Viking's technology kept you safe. I haven't got anything from him. The Viking wants me to raid a whole base against Sentinels to deactivate some weapons facility, and I've been too scared to do it, but we might have to do that today. I have the selenium required to finish the plans for the farmer's workstation. It will be interesting to see what effect the second geek will have. Second geek. We should call these guys the geeks.
All the geeks.
The geeks. I'm a geek too.
That's right, Jerry.
What's up, geek?
What's up, man?
Hey, what you doing?
Well, I saw you're on. I figured I'd join you. I'm just trying to get the ship it's almost done now. I just need a lot of chromatic metal. So
sweet.
I'm mining copper like a madman.
Was it the Eagle 5?
The Eagle 5.
I got about halfway through Spaceballs. So I've seen Eagle 5 at this point, but I still have a way to go. I was cracking up at the very beginning how they're like viewing that evil starship, and it just goes on and on. And on and on.
They paid all the right tributes to
to
Star Wars when they needed to, man. But yeah, it was hilarious.
I'm going to go look on the radar here. Why does it show this on the radar? This, sir, is Mr. Coffee. You want some coffee, don't you? Oh, yes, I always want coffee. Anyway, if you guys haven't watched Spaceballs, or I'm getting up to speed myself because apparently it was important. So I'm giving some selenium to my Gek at the workstation here, and he's going to give me a farmer station, apparently.
My man, you're about to get rich, is what you're telling me.
Oh, I saw that you saw Albanacker's episode, or at least some of it.
Dude, that is ridiculous stuff.
Yeah. He's got his whole freighter just full of farm. And he's like, it takes them the whole episode just to go up and down to harvest them all, and to make the things. And then he's like, oh yeah, let's go make $1 billion, a billion units or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
All right, so we can make an agricultural terminal now. So we're going to get into farming. Once you have secured our farmer, you will want to trade unhindered. He's going to give me a trading Gek now, too. Haha. Never fear, friend, for I shall make it so. All I require are
Oh
a
yeah.
few circuit boards to finish the plans for a trade terminal of our own. So yeah.
Circuit board.
So I was talking about, man, these guys are supposed to work for me. Instead,
But you're working for them.
I'm working for them. They send me all over the universe. Like, they just sit here. And they're like, okay, yeah, if you just go fetch these things for me, I'll give you the plan so you can make it yourself. You guys.
I don't see any circuit boards, man. I thought I might have had one, but I don't.
Oh, well, I was counting on you to give me everything, man.
I know, my bad, dude, my bad. I saw another ship today when I came back to this planet. I just want you to know. I thought about claiming it again.
Oh, wow, another one. So
well,
people
just,
talk about...
I keep going back to the same spot, you know?
Yeah, people talk about just getting them flying and using them as a trade-in. If you're thinking about buying a better one, you can just get one.
Really?
Don't fix the slots. Just acquire another one that you just get flying and use it.
And trade that in.
Just use it for the trade-in value. Yeah.
Because I did see another really nice freighter, and I was like, ooh, this could be nice.
Yeah, I was offered another freighter for free, but I couldn't get it because...
Oh, not a freighter. My bad. Just a larger ship.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to get a larger ship, but I'm just starting to have enough money to get close to doing it.
So can you have more than one freighter then? Like, is that you would have had to pay for it then, or what? Like, I don't understand.
I don't think you can have more than one freighter. It would have been a swap.
Okay.
And what I am curious about is basically, you've got all this stuff on your freighter and you're building on it and stuff. What happens when you swap? Do you just lose all that, or do you have a chance to swap out, or what the heck? It's like, whoa, you're offering me a freighter. I'm even afraid to click on this because I don't like. I mean, now would be the time to do it. I'd have the least to lose before I've built all that much. I've just done some exploratory building, which I showed people at the beginning of the stream, where I was just seeing how big you can empty that space out. It's pretty vast, actually.
Nice.
So I can build a farming station now. Whoa, we got terrain in the room. The Viking. Oh no, this is bad. I can't even get in here. He's buried. So how do I do this? I'd have to pick the room up and put it back down, but if I did that, I'd lose my Viking.
Use a little mining tool, maybe?
Not inside, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, usually you can't use your tool in any kind of structure. On the space stations, I understand why, because they don't want you getting in fights with the NPCs.
Right.
But here, I can pick this up, delete that, the corridor, but then it still's not going to get me all the way in there. Yeah, this is a buggy bug.
So you're saying we should build elevated, is what you're saying?
Probably, because excavating from the terrain seems to have consequences. Okay, I've replaced the corridor. Let me see if I can see in there now. Luckily, I haven't done much with the Viking yet, but he wanted me to go raid a whole guarded facility, fight a bunch of sentinels. So if you want to get in a fight with me, we can do that.
So I told you I had that S-class blaster thing, right? What's it called? One second. The neutrino ionizer, my S-class bolt caster upgrade. It has apparently a ricochet module on it, which means that nothing flies straight. They just ricochet off at weird angles. I haven't been able to do damage with it at all so far.
Weird.
So I've been holding on to it like it's still installed because I'm hoping that maybe they fix it. Because it's S-class. I don't want to lose it, but at the same time, I can't use a bolt caster for anything right now.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the terrain disappeared and there's just a layer of grass floating. I can walk in here. I guess we'll just leave it like that. That's kind of irksome. I need to mow. Where's my weed whacker?
You need to get some goats.
Yeah.
You got gecks there about the same thing, aren't they?
Just about. I need some floating goats.
Is that what you goats eat?
Grass. Can I harvest this for carbon or something?
You weird geck, you.
Alright. Anyway, I was looking into this because I've been, this has been happening, and I said before in the stream that it has something to do with the number of terrain edits that you're allowed to keep. You can keep 5,000 terrain edits, but if you've been mining on other planets, that adds up way past 5,000. And so when these edits get to the bottom of the stack, they get deleted.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but it's a known issue, and I'm sure it's going to get worked on. They just have to increase the number of edits, or basically they don't need to save more than 5,000 edits on planets, right? But they should somehow classify the ones for bases differently,
right?
So that they don't get deleted. I just noticed all the weapons this guy have are all in the same color scheme. It's a decent color scheme, but they all match him, which is fine. But yeah, let me see. So you're no good if your bowcaster is messed up, but the
Yep.
Let's see what he wanted to do. He wanted us to do shut down the weapons factory. The factory may be protected by sentinel forces. Use a bolt caster to destroy locked doors. And all I have is my basic bolt caster because I don't have enough slots to upgrade it at all. Even though I have an S-class upgrade, I can't put it on. So.
Does that upgrade have ricochet on
it? If it does, I won't put it.
You may want to. Yeah, so you may want to think twice about it.
So now I got to check in with my scientist. He also had a mission for me. He has been having existential crises. Okay. He's like, well, he separated himself from the other Korvaxes to be here with me. But then I guess they have some sort of group identity, sort of hive mind thing going on.
Yeah. Yes, we have a hive mind.
The convergence. And so he, working for me has sort of corrupted him. And he keeps having me take out his core, which is like his soul, basically.
You can't touch his core, dude.
He told me to.
No, but you can't. That's holy among us, Korvax. You can't do that.
He had me take his core and have it go analyze in a couple different places, and they tested it, and the things freaked out. He had me take it to one of those temple ruin things, and they went in and it freaked out. It's like error. So he's kind of alone in the universe right now, but apparently if I bring him this convergence cube, he can converge with the cube.
There you go.
So I'm going to give that to him now. Stranger, I fear something unusual is occurring. Is this facility shielded in some way so that signals are unable to escape? He's once again becoming aware of their isolation. He gave me the blueprint for a beacon, and he was hoping to bond with the beacon. But I don't think it's worked. So we're going to connect the convergence cube to him. Yeah! I insert the cube. The Korvax is temporarily startled, but soon their lights begin to flash in a familiar pattern. I cannot be sure, but the plans appear to have worked. Okay. Forgive me for asking, Entity, but did I know you once? What, you've forgotten me? Doing too much Geknip. You seem familiar. These terminals, they are out of my own design. One machine even called me its parent. Attempted to convince me of its love. That's the beacon. He was calling the beacon his child. Yoo-hoo! I deleted the bug, of course. I run a proper code base. I did harvest some useful blueprints from its store, however. Would you care for them? Absolutely.
Nice.
Whatever relationship we had developed has gone, replaced only by this cloud of unknowing. Oh, my buddy. Perhaps it was an error. Perhaps this being was the true self of the Korvax all along, and the one I knew was just a sickness of distortion. I cannot know, but I'll accept the blueprints. Pimpin' plays. What's up? I'm on PC. Yep. Take care when constructing those objects, Traveler. The plans were created by an error, after all. Oh, and I got heat capacitors. Awesome, because that's what I needed to make the circuit boards. And
I don't have. Is it a heat capacitor that I have? Hold on.
Heat capacitors are made with frost crystals and solanium.
No, by a thermal protection module. Okay.
Cool. So we got a couple things to do here. We got to install the farming station. So we got to build a room for that because so far it's only let me put one thing per room. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to need another room. And then also, We got to make some circuit boards and give it to the Gek. I forget how many he needed. Let's see. They usually don't tell you, actually, how much you need, which is sort of annoying. Expanding the base. Acquire a circuit board. Okay.
Oh.
So that's easy enough. And we even actually had a heat capacitor here somewhere. Let's find that. Oop. Finding stuff is hard with all these terminal or storage cubes.
Oh, it must be terrible for you having all that
Storage.
to use.
I've filled it up, man. I have filled it up. But it was great being able to go around everywhere and just send stuff back, There's the heat capacitor. So what did they want? They wanted the heat capacitor and circuit board. Polyfiber. Can I make polyfiber? I can make lubricant. I can make acid. I can make polyfiber. Cactus flesh and star bulb. That's what those things are good for. Oh, but I'm not going to have enough star bulbs. Arrgh. I need 100. I have 100 cactus flesh, but I think I have only 2 digits worth of star bulbs.
I think I just sold on mine too, man.
I've got 24. So that is our mission, apparently, is more star bulbs. And we're going to need to clear our inventory out because we don't need the selenium. He only took 45 of that, so we'll send that back to storage. Ferrite dust goes there. And then we got to sell that to make some space. And so, yeah, we need some star bulbs. I guess I'll put the heat capacitor away well, let's put it in the starship, I guess. So I got to remember where I found star bulbs before.
There's actually on this planet, some of the plants do that.
We have some here. Oh, yeah, wait, that's right, we do. So we can find those here. That's cool. Oh, and you know, the reason I have uranium on me, and I need to get some more, is because I wanted to check out this other thing we can build now, which is the... Is it portable? It is the autonomous mining unit.
Oh, I heard about those.
Yeah, it's this big old thing. It needs 100 uranium. And apparently it will mine for me. I don't know if this is like the steampunk drill or what. If it needs to be near some resource or if it can just be anywhere or what. I don't know. So we need 63 more uranium to be able to make this. There's some other things here too. There's this atmosphere harvester. I think this is going to get me oxygen, I think.
Ooh.
And then there was that, and there was also a bigger refiner in here somewhere. I thought. Location.
Yeah, I thought you said you had like some advanced refiner. You got to.
Maybe that is permanent technology. Let's see. Farming, we can still only make that silly little thing. Flora containment, but permanent technology. Health station, there it is, large refiner.
Ooh,
so we'll be able to make that too, and that's going to lead to a bunch of stuff as well. I think before we run off looking for star bulbs, this might be a good chance to show that chart to people. Let me tab out of here for a second. Did you see that thing I put up, Raleigh?
Mm-mm.
The whole chart.
Oh, yes, dude.
Of materials.
Yes, holy crap, that's amazing.
So let's find that, and then I'll switch things up so I can show that to you guys.
So the star bulbs come from like little aloe vera looking plants.
Okay. Where did I put? There it is. Okay, so let's see. It's okay. I know links are spoopy. And let me see. I gotta. You go back. Let me just switch this to display capture. And then I can put this over here and do that. So now you guys can check this out. This is the crafting tree for No Man's Sky that really cool person in the Reddit had put up, of the No Man's Sky the game Reddit, with some help from a bunch of folks. He put up a 1.0 version of it. Now it's at version 2.1. May even have gone further, but I won't go through all of this stuff right now, but you can see there's quite an advanced crafting tree in here. And what we're working on with the farming is right now a lot of these things. So let me see, this up here is like mineral based stuff, or you know, it's non-organic. So we've got sulfurine, condensed carbon, nitrogen, condensed carbon, radon, condensed carbon. So these things, each of these three things in combination with condensed carbon can give you these things. These are some of the weird exotics that we were getting from our frigate missions. The thermic condensate, nitrogen salt, enriched carbon. And those eventually can become these fancy things here, like the cryo pump, which is worth 2 million units, fusion accelerant, 2 million units, superconductor, 2 million units. So if you can get to the point where you're crafting those things, that's some money right there. These can also go together to become portable reactors worth 5 million units, cryogenic chambers worth 4.8 million. And you can, if you are subscribed to anybody at all who plays No Man's Sky, you've probably seen a bunch of videos out there already of like, make millions in 10 minutes. And usually what they're doing is they're finding a way to get these, buy them, and then resell them. Or they're buying some of the precursors, like for the cryo pump, they're buying hot ice and thermic condensate from traders in space stations, making a cryo pump, and then selling them for a lot of money. Because you can see the ingredients here are worth 450,000 units, and you can sell it for 2 million, depending on the market of the place that you do it in, plus or minus, you know, but close enough. And to get the blueprints for a lot of these things, we're going to have to visit a lot of manufacturing facilities using the signal booster to try to get the blueprints for them, because you can't get all of these, I think, through your NPCs. You have to go get them. But moving down here, these are the organics. So for farming, what our goal is you can grow all of these things, right? The echinocactus, the fungal clusters, the mordite roots, the frostwort, the gamma weed, coprite flower, star bramble, echinocactus, solar vine, frostwort. And they'll give you these products, which right now we have to go into the wild. Like right now, I'm going to go find some star brambles and get some star bulbs. But I could be growing star brambles, and they'd be giving me star bulbs every 30 minutes, right? These each have a different time that they take. The echinocactus looks like it's the longest, takes 2 hours. And then if you can grow these things, you can make these things, the unstable gel, the acid, the glass, the lubricant, the polyfiber. And if you take them up to the second tier, when you combine two of those crafted products, you get up to into the millions of units up here. So like if you grow echinocactus, fungal clusters, and mordite root, you can make liquid explosives for 1 million a pop. And a lot of what people do, I think, is this living glass stuff. Frostwort, gamma weed, and coprite flowers, you can make living glass at 700,000 units a pop. And the circuit boards, I'm about to make polyfiber, but eventually we'll be mass producing these by growing star brambles, echinocactus, solar vine, and frostwort, and we'll be pumping those out. And these are gonna turn us into players, man. We'll be able to buy any S-class ship we want once we get this rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a goal. This is a goal. And there are some other refining recipes in here. I guess this is what you can do with the larger refiner, right? Like if you take pyrite and pure ferrite, you can get dirty bronze. And then if you do the similar thing with lemium and herox, you can make geodesite, and then you can turn those into stuff over here. The fusion igniter, 18 million units. Stasis device, 18 million units. So it depends on how far you want to go with these. Sup, Corvos and Gooey Free, how you doing? I think most people go for this level of crafting, not all the way. And they make plenty of money. That's what Albinockers was doing. And he has this going on. He just makes a bunch of living glass and a bunch of circuit boards and so on, and makes a ton of money. And then also, this is interesting over here. Apparently, like, I need uranium, and apparently, if you take 2 phosphorus plus a ferrite dust, you can get uranium. And if you take 2 uranium plus a ferrite dust, you can get pyrite. And you can go in a circle of materials, turning one into each other. And I think you lose half, maybe. I'm not sure how that works. But that's kind of weird. It's kind of sort of alchemy, where you can keep through the circle of turning one into another. So this is all good information. I am going to put this to the side for now. Oops, why'd you do that? No, I want to get over here, and we'll move that on over. But just wanted to show you that. Have I talked to Aaron recently? No, Aaron has fallen off the map of YouTube land into farmland. So I see his Black Sparrow Ranch videos occasionally. The last one was about them talking about maybe buying this lake property.
Really?
Yeah. There was like some 40 acre or 60 acre piece of land that has like some 8 or 6 acre lake on it.
Oh, man.
And he was talking about all the intricacies of buying that. So we have, with that chart, man, we have a million things to do. But first we have to get to a farming station. And so we gotta look for star brambles. When I was looking for some of these other things like solar vines and then frostwort, they all glow. So it seems like a lot of these plants give off distinct things that help you find them. Like I see some glowing plants right here, and I think I didn't even need to fly. This is like when you drive to the corner.
Nice.
We got some star bulbs right here. Uh-oh. Did I freeze? No. Yeah, he's living off the grid. I don't know how he does it. I'm addicted to games. Well, he's probably playing some single player, but his YouTube username, not YouTube username, his Steam username, I probably shouldn't say it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say probably don't do that.
but it has to do with his poor internet connection. He's basically, his internet connection is so poor that he's changed his Steam username to reflect the fact. Which, I don't know. Actually, I wasn't entirely sympathetic because I've actually been a YouTuber with way worse internet than he's got now.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of us do. But he was used to better, and I guess once you're used to better, it's hard to go back.
So, side note, I found this really weird thing that I'm not quite great at yet. You know that, like, sideways shuffle jetpack thing?
Yes.
You know, if you do that, like, just before, like a raise, like a hill,
Yeah.
you'll go, like, flying out, like, nowhere.
And you got to make sure you save that last little bit of jet boost before you hit the ground.
Yeah. I did that in accident the other day. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Derek Vigil, where can you find that chart? Well, it's on Reddit, and I don't know how I can post a link on here. I don't have like a chat to put it on, but it's on. I can read it to you. It's not that long.
Hold on. I got you.
You got me?
Let me just jump over really quick. Hold on, I got it. Keep playing, my man.
Okay. Aureli's got me. Oh yeah, actually, you can put it in the in the in-game chat or the stream chat.
And since I'm a moderator, it'll actually let me do it too.
Awesome. There you go, Derek. Super useful. I don't know if that counts as spoilery or not. I mean, because you could spend the time figure out all that stuff on your own, but it's so complicated. It's like, I'm happy to have the chart.
Oh yeah. No, when those recipes are that complicated, because that's not even looking at the stuff you have to refine to get into that stuff, you know?
Right.
So yeah, no, when they're that complicated, please, I'll take one of those charts all day long.
Yeah. And I'm already spending way too much time on this game. I mean, what, I have 47 hours already, and I haven't done any art content in that time. But I'm off tomorrow. I am going to try to do some art content tomorrow, guys. If any of y'all are waiting on that, that will be coming.
Yeah, I've been putting those videos out, and I had mentioned in my Discord that was all from just like my first day and a half of play. They're like, but it was like a week's worth of videos. I said, I know.
All right, so let's make this circuit board now. I think we should be able to do this, right? Oh, first I gotta make the polyfiber. Oh, I gotta go grab the cactus flesh. Okay, let's go grab the cactus flesh. Started without you, Jason. You're late, man. Dock your pay. All my paid shills in there. All right, so we got that cactus flesh. Let's send this. No, we can't do it in there.
It's so weird that it's called cactus flesh. I get it, but it makes me feel a little weird about using it, you know?
The pound of flesh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's I shouldn't have got out of there. Now we can make somewhere. It's weird, these tooltips keep you from seeing the stuff. All right, polyfiber. Excellent. I'll send that back to get the room back, and now we should be able to make circuit board. All right, Gek, you gonna be happy? That's all right. We'll just write you up this time, Jason. You gotta show a performance improvement. All right, so let's give that to you. Yes. As I approached the overseer, I was almost certain I heard them talking to themselves, spitting out words and phrases in the tongue I recognized but do not understand. But seconds later, there's no trace of the venom I thought I heard. I'm having personality breakdowns of all my NPCs.
He was just practicing his rap game, man. It's cool.
He's spitting.
That's why I didn't understand it. Exactly, spitting some rap.
Give him the circuits. The overseer is strange, but no more so than any of the other beings I have. Yeah, with those little snail eyes. That's pretty strange, for sure.
Ugh, those creepy eyeballs.
Indeed, they have been more helpful than most. I hand over the circuits and receive my reward. Get some Scooby snacks. Oh, I get a galactic trade terminal? What?
Oh,
what?
Buddy.
Excellent. All right, we can make that.
Can you put it on your freighter?
I've seen Albinockers has one on his freighter, so when he is too lazy...
He can do that.
Yeah, when he's too lazy to go to starships or space stations looking for the best price, he just goes and does it. He's got a galactic trade terminal, and there's this other NPC station that's like a trader, and you can trade with him too.
Because like, if you can put that up in your deal, you could summon that to whatever place you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll just fly right up and use it if you need to.
That's right. That's right.
That's cool.
And you know, I've got one on planet really near us, just on the other side of Cool Nerds Plateau, that's just floating near here if you need to trade here. Although you can use mine in a second when my base is rendered for you.
By the way, dude, I figured out the other day when we were messing around,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't bring my freighter to me.
Uh-huh.
As soon as you left, I could bring it to me.
Oh, weird.
So I wonder if we actually can't call like more than one freighter to the system. I think they'd probably still both be there if we both had them there beforehand.
Oh. Interesting.
But
So you can't call a second one in my game. I just put a warp cell in mine, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference. So he wants to give me some plans for starship technology, but I have to get him a Gravitino ball. I haven't even seen those yet. And immediately you have like 3-star wanted level when you grab one. So
I think I've actually bought them before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Gravitino ball is required to finish their promised starship technology. The farmer may be able to help acquire one. All right, accept. I wonder why they give you the decline option. Would you ever really not accept one of these NPC missions? It means you couldn't advance if you did that. All right, so there's that. So we have some things to build. We gotta get a A farmer station. We got to recruit a farmer. And I got to put that galactic terminal in right now. We had some microprocessors in one of these already. So let's grab those. It's one freighter in the system total, says Jason Walker.
Ooh, okay. So what if I wanted to, what if I try to pilot my freighter here? Would it think they would actually go?
I can't see it not letting you bring your own freighter, but what do I know? There's a microprocessor. I thought I had more than that. I thought they were early.
Crystal. Ooh.
There they are.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Oh,
so if I was a galactic terminal, where would I live? I could go in there, or I could go in here. Oh, death by planetary predator. What?
I apparently, I shot a creature when I was trying to harvest something. I was like, what's this red thing? What is that little diamond? Oh, God.
Fought back. Wow. Oh, you know what? All my grass disappeared. My place cleared itself out.
Nice.
Awesome. Slowly removed itself. Okay, so we'll keep building in here for the moment. So where would this be? Would this be like permanent technology, probably? I'm gonna guess. Yes, there it is. Ooh, boy, look at that pretty thing. Let's put it over here. Oh, yeah. I can do business. Wonder what kind of rates I get. One other thing I learned from watching Albanocker's stream is that if you sell too much of something at once in one of these terminals, you crash that economy.
Really?
Yeah, so if you keep selling the same thing, the price for it's going to get worse and worse.
So if we keep trying to sell those bulbs that we're harvesting.
Well, Toves, I bet if you can't join my game right now while I'm playing, you can use it. I doubt you could use it while you're not in my game.
Man, I have no idea where I just died. I was not near my ship. Okay, there's a copper deposit. I was heading towards that, so probably that way.
You should see a thing for your grave. Hey, so we can sell our relatticed arc crystal here at negative 5.6%. You know what I don't understand with the economy, right? There's ones in red and there's ones in white, but they're all minus.
Right.
And I never see any plus. I guess red is when it's below a certain amount. I guess if it gets over 10%, like, okay, all the single digit ones are white, and then the double digit ones are red, so that gets pretty bad. But then where are the ones? Oh, there's a plus 0%.
Yeah, your signal booster, right?
Yeah. So I have yet to see one that like sells for higher than normal. You built my base on top of a trade station because I thought the trade terminal wasn't in game. Oh. My guess was that the red has gone down and the white has gone up. That's a very good guess, Toves. My theory is that the white is single-digit percentages and the red is double-digit percentages. But who knows? I like your theory better. Yeah. So we just sold something.
Nice.
Did I sell it? I think I did. No, I didn't sell it. I was just talking about it. Talking. Someone left a comment on one of my videos lately. He's like, God, you can talk.
Yep.
That's my job, man.
Dude, I do not see a marker for my grave.
Oh, there's got to be.
I had so much copper on me.
That's got to be. All right, so we got to build another one of these rooms. I'm heartened by the fact that these cleared themselves out. Let's upload the base again real quick while that's cleared out. And there was also a thing that told me to look in my base computer for more archives. Yes, we have recovered more archives. Excellent. Give me something new. We're up to 42%.
Nice.
All right, let's get search construction databases. Exosuit technology data extracted, downloading plans. Personal upgrade module synthesized from data scraps. Additional data available. Search archives. Okay. The Sentinel drones patrols never seem to end. I claim so much from the Earth. The Earth? Readable archive retrieval complete. Beginning defragmentation of next segment. Okay. So we have a B grade life support module. It just gave us. So that's right there. So I think in here, nope, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. So I've got 2 in here right now. This one gives us 91% support tanks. This one gives us 96% life support tanks. And then this one, where'd it go? Wrong thing again. Doop. 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 This one, what does it do? Increases life support power. Well, let's install it. And the technology slots right there. 54%. And plus 1% to the solar panels we don't even have. But that would be meager anyway. So we got 3 B grade life support modules, which we'll probably replace with something better when we have them. But that, I guess, should make my life support run out less quickly. There's also this thing here, this hazard protection unit, which I can put 10 ferrite dust into, which I do every once in a while. I don't know what it does, but I noticed I don't, in the realm of my base here, since I put that up, I don't have any, my hazard protection isn't affected at all. So I think that's doing that right there. I'm not 100% sure, but I put it there anyway. It kind of contrasts with my color scheme a little bit, but we'll live with it. Wasn't able to paint it. All right, so yeah, we got to build another one of these buildings. Oh, I was going to upload the base. I was going to have to decide where to put the building, because it's going to have to insert itself in the terrain, I guess, unless I put it with a ladder on top of another going up. But I was going to put the biodomes there. Biodomes. I'm 5 salvage pieces away from a biodome, and I think that's going to allow me the farming. Let's upload. That or the hydroponic trays. Bluetooth hazard. What's up, Glax? Okay, so we uploaded, and then I think I'm gonna need chromatic metal for this. Let's see, what do I got? I got 73 on me. I think it takes like 250 or something to build these things. Let's see, right there. Who would build a square room when you could build a round one? Oh, 350 pure ferrite. Okay. And let's just test real quick. Oh, that thing's so beautiful. Look at that. You can sell things. That's like having Amazon in your house, basically, or eBay. You can sell stuff too. Farming station. So we need to go back. And where was that? Was that? That was equipment. And specialist terminals. So we just got this one, agricultural terminal. And it's probably going to tell me there's only 1 per room, right? No? I can put it? Sweet. No, limited to 1 per room. Yeah, we got to build a room for each one of these guys. Okay, so we got to build a room. I need 100 more pure ferrite. I probably have in one of these. But is it Amazon Prime? You bet, man. Of course. Let's see. I should keep an eye out for my condensed carbon too while I'm looking through these. Oxygen, selenium. This is the downside of these. You have to sort of have a photographic memory. You could try to organize them slot by slot, but that would be quite a pain. And then every time you use it, that slot would be available. When you put something in them, that slot would get full. So it's just easier to let it be random. Alright, so now we can make another one of these. Do I dare put it in the terrain? Which is where I'd want to put it. Well, those cleared themselves out. I guess I'll risk it. Otherwise, it would have to go this way. See, the scientist is right there. It could go this way. We'd lose some of this pretty stuff right there. A little bit. That's not too bad. He is an agriculturalist, so I don't know if he should be buried. I'm going to put biodomes on top of these things. So we got to consider the pattern of those. And actually, that is still embedded in the terrain. Let's just go ahead and put it back here. If we lose it, we lose it. I don't know what happens if you pick up a room with a specialist in it. I assume you'd have to rebuild the specialist console and recruit another guy. I don't know.
That would suck.
Yeah. But hopefully you'd still keep the blueprints you earned anyway. So let's build more of this. Oh, you know what I can do now too is I can make the glass tubes. So I've got some glass there. So let's go ahead and make a glass tube just because we can. I keep pressing the wrong thing. Boom, boom, boom. That one. So you can see through, kind of like a little tube in Disneyland. I think. Okay, and then we got this one. Boop, boop. And then let's just put a regular one over here. What do we need? We need more pure ferrite. 93 of it. Alright, well. Oh! No! When I did that, the terrain filled all these other existing rooms.
Oh god.
What? Is it gonna disappear again? What the heck, man? Sorry, you're buried up to your waist in terrain. Oh, man. I could use the terrain manipulator, but it would be the same issue, and it wouldn't be nearly as neatly done as it is when it just excavates for the part itself. Well, hopefully this will clear itself out again. You guys saw when we first joined there was some junk in here, and it actually cleared out. But that's weird. Yeah, I got them from analyzing salvage technology. And we actually need to go find 5 more in order to make the biodome today. Which we're going to do, if nothing else. Well, you gotta... It's an investment to get to it, but yeah. So what was I looking... I was doing this. This... Oh, nope. Stay there. Okay. We want the agricultural one. Cool. So if I was this guy, I would come in and I'd be there. All right. Yes, I have to go recruit him in space station. He's a Gek. Luckily, we are in Gek-controlled territory. So let's make that mission number 1. And hopefully by the time I come back, you guys will have grabbed your shovels and dug all this stuff out. Oh, God. Buggy game. Well, uploading the base, clear it out. Let's try. I am definitely willing to try that. Upload. Okay. Let's see. No. Did not. We've already had terrain come and go, though. Once already. I mean, otherwise I gotta lift the whole thing up and recruit these guys all over again. Should not be the end of the world, but not what I want to do. So far I can get to everybody right now. I just can't get to the Viking. And we haven't done his mission yet anyway. Alright, so let's go... Yeah, let's go recruit our farmer. Hopefully he's a good-looking farmer. Let's make sure we've got that... Let's see, let's make sure we've got that selected. We're waiting for that. Agricultural research. Hire a base farmer. Okay. So he's going to be up in the base, up in the space station somewhere, which is over there. Now the space station has a leaf on it. Potential farmer recruit. Yeah, hopefully the next bug fix has fix for that terrain regeneration thingy. That's kind of annoying.